The foundation of every state is the education of its youth. With this, a Greek emphasized the importance of education for coexistence in a society over 2000 years ago. His name was Diogenes, and he was proved right. Today we know that education is the cornerstone of our modern civilization. We live in a time where nothing really seems impossible. All of this, every technology, every social theory, every skill that we know today would never have been possible without the creation and passing on of knowledge over generations. Education is the one resource that cannot be mined or harvested. It is almost endless but difficult to obtain. We can give it to others without losing it ourselves, duplicating it in almost unlimited number of times.
But we must also constantly safeguard and protect them. In today's world, education is facing new challenges. So what could the education of future generations look like? Perhaps we should ask someone who has been guiding students for years as they take their first steps into working life.
I've been a teacher for 43 years by now, and of course it's always important to think about whether school is as I imagine it should be. And I sometimes ask myself what should be different in the future. And maybe the most important point is that teachers and students are kind of partners in learning. That is the more important as the different generations have different opinions about the future. They do have different means to learn or to teach, and I personally believe I can also learn a lot of my students' knowledge when they teach me.
A look into the past shows that, like our society, the school system has always been subject to constant change. Where we once wrote on slates, today we can fall back on far more advanced resources.
Making education fit for the future requires investments in many aspects. One thing is more central today than ever before: digitalization. Appropriate use of digital media in schools opens up new opportunities in the classroom. According to a UNESCO study from 2023, 85% of teachers stated that digital tools have improved their teaching methods. In addition, a survey by the Federal Statistical Office shows that 70% of female students in Germany find digital learning tools motivating. But school should also be a place of curiosity. It should be important to us to really grasp the content. To do this, theory and practice must both be part of the lesson. This is the only way to make connections really clear.
The world is moving at breakneck speed. More communication, more traffic, more energy, more consumption, more waste. The advantages of today's world are hard to overlook. But we also need to tackle the problems that come with them. In a world that requires constant growth but can only provide limited resources, it is up to us to take a responsible and environmentally conscious approach to our lifestyle. That is also something we must pass on to future generations.
So my appeal to all of you is use those few days to really deal with the topics that you have, to find friends, to also have fun, but to basically become tolerant, do something for peace, do something for our environment. And I'm absolutely sure that young people like you who are engaged will do a lot to make our world a better place.